Yo, what up, guys? Gabe the Bronx Legend here. Want to welcome you out to the Lyrical Breakdown. It's going to be where we basically take songs and break down the lyrics on them. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be mostly old hip-hop tracks, famous ones. We're going to do some battles like this where it's going to be two tracks. We got to choose who's better, but we're going to break them down as we go along. And today we're starting off with Tupac versus Nas, Hit 'Em Up versus Ether. If they're not your top two of all-time favorite diss tracks, then they're definitely in your top three. So, a little bit of history on it. Tupac's is going to be first. Hit 'Em Up, which was released on June 4th, 1996, which was a straight attack at Biggie, at Bad Boy Entertainment, and most New York hip-hop artists. It was a straight banger. He gets very disrespectful on this one. And it originally came out as a B-side, which basically meant there was a tape, like a cassette tape, that was sold as a single, and the A-side, which is the main song on the single, was How Do You Want It, which was a diss at Dr. Dre. But Hit 'Em Up came in the B-side of that single, but it was so big it became its own single a little bit after that. So this was released June 4th, 1996. Tupac, Hit 'Em Up. So we're going to start it off and we're going to break down some of the lyrics and what led to some of the stuff going on, okay? All right, let's go.
I ain't got no motherfucker. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. West side, bad boy killers. You know who the realest is, niggas. We bring it to you. First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife.
Okay. Well, let me go a little bit further. Okay, so right there you got a couple things there. Okay, so starting off, and if there's kids in the room, apologize for my language, but this is the dirty version. So, basically comes out and says, you claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. And he's basically referring to Faith Evans, which was Biggie's wife, widow, and also was a big artist at the time, back in '96, under Bad Boy Entertainment with Puffy. He had a daughter with her. So he's basically saying he fucked with Faith, while Biggie claims to be a player, which player, it comes from the year before in '95, where Junior Mafia, which is Biggie's crew, came out with the track Players Anthem, which was a whole big extravaganza. They went to Costa Rica and filmed and stuff like that. It was Little Caesar, Lil C's, Lil Kim, and Biggie. He refers to them a little bit later on, but Junior Mafia was a big group, but it was mainly those three artists as the top billing of Junior Mafia. And he also said we bust on bad boys. Could be also a reference as, I kind of skeeted off on your girl, if you know what I mean by that. I skeeted on your wife, so, we bust on bad boys, meaning, she's a Bad Boy Entertainment artist, and I finished off on her type thing. I mean, that could be me just making it up, but it kind of sounds like that kind of reference as well. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, so right there you hear Lil C's and Lil Kim, which basically, like I said, Junior Mafia members, very close to Biggie. Lil Kim went on to have a legendary career. For those who don't know who she is now, her legendary status didn't go to the new school. But us old school people, understand who Lil Kim was and how big she was at this time and a little bit after. I'll let them niggas know it's on for life. Don't let the West Side ride the night. Bad boy murdered on wax and kill. Fuck with me and get your cats peeled. See, grab your blocks when you see Tupac. Call the cops when you see Tupac. Who shot me, but your pumps didn't finish. Now you're about to feel bad. Okay, just a quick little note there. That actual grab your Glocks when you see Tupac was in reference to that song we will talk about, Players Anthem, where this is the chorus that was said on that.
Grab your dick if you love hip hop. Rub your titties if you love Big Papa. Gotcha. Open off the words I say because.
So basically, he played off of that little grab your Glocks, grab your cocks, grab your Glocks type stuff, So, Tupac went creativity on that one.
For minutes, nigga, I hit him up. Check this out. You motherfuckers know what time it is. I don't even know why I'm on this track. Y'all niggas ain't even.
By the way, he also referenced the shooting, which leads to a later verse, which I'll get into the shooting a little bit more. But it's part of the reason why the beef started. And this is during the era of the East Coast, West Coast beef, which was 93-ish, 94, 5, and 6, leading up to the Biggie's death in 97. Basically, California and New York were at complete war when it comes to hip-hop. People weren't traveling to Cali. People weren't traveling to New York. It was an ugly scene back then.
On my level, I'm gonna let my little homies ride on you bitch-made ass bad boy.
Now this is coming out. I don't know these guys' names. I didn't, go into that much detail. But this is the Outlaws, his Tupac's crew. This is their debut, and they became famous off of this track alone. I'm not sure anything else because I wasn't big on West Coast music besides the big dogs back then. But let's continue and then let's get back to the verses when we get to Tupac's second verse.
Get out the way, yo, get out the way, yo. Biggie Smalls just got dropped. Little move past the mat and let me hit him in his back. Frank White needs to get spanked right for setting traps.
Just in case, Frank White was the name Biggie gave himself. He called himself Frank White all the time.
Accident murderer, and I ain't never heard of ya. Poisonous cats attack when I'm serving ya. Spank and shake your whole style when I can't. Guard your rank, cause I'ma slam your ass in the paint. Puffy weekend in the fucking block, I'm running through, nigga. And I'm smoking Junior Mafia in front of you, nigga. With the ready power, tucking my gas under my Eddie Bauer. Your clock petty sour, I'll put packages every hour. Hit 'em up.
Grab your blocks when you see Tupac. Call the cops when you see Tupac. You shot me, but your punks didn't finish.
Once again, the reason why he's saying "Who Shot Me," we're gonna get back to what he's referring to. However, this song was also in response to a song by Biggie called "Who Shot Ya," which Biggie has said multiple times it wasn't about Tupac. It was recorded way before Tupac. But "Who Shot Ya" was a big hit that Biggie dropped, and Tupac took offense to it because of what happened to him prior to this song coming out. And like I said, we'll get into the details when we get to that part of the verse.
Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. Nigga, we hit 'em up. People, how we do it, keep it real. It's penitentiary steel. This ain't no freestyle battle. All you niggas getting killed with your mouths open. Trying to come up off of me, you in the clouds open. Smoking dope, it's like a Sherman. Niggas think they learn to fly, but they burn, motherfucker, you deserve to die. Talking about you getting money, but it's funny to me. All you niggas living for me while you fucking with me. I'm a self-made millionaire. Thug living out of prison, pistols in the air. Biggie, remember when I used to let you sleep on the couch and beg a bitch to let you sleep in the house?
Okay, remember I used to let you sleep in my couch and beg your bitch to let you sleep in the house? Once again, a shot at saying, I had control over Faith, more control than you had. So I had to do it so that you can go back into your own home because you kept getting kicked out. A little slick there.
Now it's all about Versace. You copy my style. 5 shots couldn't drop me. I took it and smelled.
There you go. That's what I wanted to get to. 5 shots couldn't stop me. I took it and smile. All right. So that's basically leading to the Who Shot Ya, to the whole beef. November 30th, 1994. It was actually a day before the verdict of Pac's sexual assault case was announced. So if everybody remembers, he's bandaged up, going to the courthouse or whatever. Well, November 30th, 1994, he was shot 5 times at the lobby of Quad Studio, which Biggie was recording on the top floor that day. They're saying Jimmy Henchman had played a big part in it, but he feels Biggie was part of it. If you look at the movies, they basically try to say like Biggie was trying to warn Tupac about Jimmy Henchman being grimy, but we're not sure how the historical reference is there. The sex assault case was because of Jimmy Henchman. You know what I mean? So I think Haitian Jack, a famous person in hip hop, was part of the shooting as well. But So he survived the 5 shots at Quad Studios, which led to this whole beef between Biggie and Pac, because prior to that they were very close.
Now I'm about to set the record straight. With my AK, I'm still the thug that you love to hate. Motherfucker,
I'm from any W jurors with plenty murders occurs. No points of comments, we bring the drama to all you heard. Block the checks, the scenario. Little scenes, I bring you fake G's. See your knees, copping please with these scenario. Little Kim, is you coked up or doped up? Get your little junior up and click smoked up. What the fuck is you stupid? I take money, crashing and matches through Brooklyn. With my click, looting, shooting, and polluting your block. With 15 shot, cock, lock to your knot. Outlaw, mafia click, moving up another notch. In your box, top spots, get mopped and dropped. And all your fake ass East Coast props, brainstormed and locked.
Use a beef fighter, a pop style taker. I tell you to your face, you ain't shit but a faker. So for the Alice and with a chaser. About to get murdered for the paper. Edie, I mean, approach the scene of the caper. Like a loke, with low Caesar and a choke. Don't smoke. We ain't no motherfucking joke. Thug like niggas better be known. We approaching in the wide open gun smoking. No need for hoping it's a battle lost. I got him crossed as soon as the phone was popping off. Nigga, I hit him up. Now you tell me who won. I see them, they run. They don't want to see us. Old Junior Mafia clique dressing up trying to be us.
By the way, Take Money is also a reference to another Biggie song where, and he had two versions. We'll probably do lyrical breakdowns on both of them down the road. It's basically a song where he did a video where his current girlfriend at the time, which was Charlie Baltimore, played a version of Faith Evans, who was basically getting kicked out of the house by Biggie for cheating. That track was called Get Money. The Get Money track was, it was complete fire. So this is why he came out with Take Money. Get Money, Take Money. So Tupac just basically using Biggie's own stuff against him in a fancy, beautifully constructed way.
Fuck, they gonna be the mob when we always on our job. We millionaires. Killing ain't fair, but somebody gotta do it. Oh yeah, Mob Deep. You wanna fuck with us? You little young ass motherfuckers. Don't one of you niggas got sickle cell.
R.I.P. Prodigy. He went at Mob Deep and a few other New York artists on this one.
Something. You fucking with me, nigga. You fuck around, have a seizure or heart attack. You better back the fuck up when you get smacked the fuck up. This how we do it on our side. Any of you niggas from New York that wanna bring it, bring it. But we ain't singing, we bringing drama. Fuck you and your motherfucking mama. We gonna kill all you motherfuckers. Now when I came out, I told you it was just about Biggie. Then everybody had to open their mouth with a motherfucker opinion. Well, this how we gonna do this. Fuck Mob Deep. Fuck Biggie. Fuck Bad Boy as a staff, record label, and as a motherfucking crew. And if you wanna be down with Bad Boy, then fuck you too. Chino XL, fuck you too. All you motherfuckers, fuck you too.
For all those young people who listen to this and are big on TikTok, they're doing this whole backup singers. This is the part that they're doing where Tupac just goes off on everybody. And, the person that's recording the video is portraying like they're the backup singer singing Take Money. Which also, the original version was supposed to be Faith Evans singing Take Money. But it got changed because they got wind of it. Bad Boy got wind of it and it could have led to a lawsuit. At least that's what the rumors were. That she actually had gone to the studio with Pac, which is where Pac uses the fact that they slept together because she was at the studio with him. And she was supposed to play the vocals of Take Money. So, it didn't work out that way. But, like I said, it's a read that I've, read in the past. And who knows if it's true or not. But it sounds clever.
All of y'all motherfuckers, fuck you, die slow, motherfucker. My phone make sure all y'all kids don't grow. You motherfuckers can't be us or see us. We motherfucking thug like riders, west side till we die. Out here in California, nigga, we warn you, we'll bomb on you motherfuckers. We do our job. You think you mob, nigga, we the motherfucking mob. Ain't nothing but killers and the real niggas, all you motherfuckers fillers. Our shits go triple and 4 quadruple. You niggas laugh cause our staff got guns in they motherfuckers belt. You know how it is when we drop records, they fell. You niggas can't feel it. We the realest. Fuck them. We Bad Boy killer.
All right, that was Tupac's Hit 'Em Up. Like I said, from 1996. Straight shots at Biggie, Bad Boy, and a bunch of New York people. But we're moving on to the next track.
Preview.